Hey guys, today we'll be reading Funnykid Captain Chapter 2. Chapter 2, Pip wants to eat famous people. So I have some news. Wait for it. Alright, here we go. They are filming some scenes for the new Captain Kickbutt movie in Redhill. Yes, you read that right. Here in Redhill, where I live. Nothing ever happens in Redhill. This is probably the most incredible thing to happen since Bertha from the bakery won the lottery. She bought herself a jet-powered poker stick and was never seen again. That was when I was 3. The only other thing worth mentioning was the time the circus visited Redhill and an elephant got loose and knocked over a line of portaloos. Can you imagine? You're sitting down to do your business when suddenly the entire toilet tips over with you inside. Actually, maybe don't imagine that too much. I heard some people got quite sick. It made the national news. Anyway, none of this is important. What is important is that Pip and Tyson's dad is the famous actor George Khan. You've probably heard of him. Pip, Tyson, George Khan, famous actor. He's playing Hammerhead in the new movie, which is great because there are probably going to be action figures of Pip and Tyson's dad in the toy shop. I can't imagine them making action figures of my dad. What would his weapon be? A spatula? I guess he could use his dressing gown as a cape. Apparently, there are going to be some scenes in the movie about Captain Kickbutt's childhood. Captain Kickbutt grew up in a place a bit like Redhill, so they're filming the kid scenes here. They've turned an old warehouse on the other side of town, which rumour has it used to store half of the country's canned chicken soup, into a film studio where they've built a fake school. Redhill has gone Hollywood. It gets even better than that. They're auditioning local talent to be in the movie. And if there's one thing I am, it's local talent. I'm the funny kid. And I think young Captain Kickbutt would have been a funny kid too. So who else do you think should get the play? Is he here yet? Pip asks, looking everywhere. Is he here yet? See, Pip knows what I'm talking about. I cough when I walk up behind her. Hello, ladies. Ew, not you, Dinkle Squat. Who are you calling Dinkle Squat, I say? I'm about to be the star of the new Captain Kickbutt movie. I'm here at the film studio to audition. They're doing a casting call for kids who want to be in the movie. None of my friends want to be in the movie. In it, they don't want to be famous. What they want to see is someone famous. What they want is to see someone famous. I feel like they take me for granted. Captain Kickbutt has muscles, Max. I have muscles. I'd better show her. I flex. Yeah, that's not really working. I'll show her later. And a pearly white grin, says Pip. I also have a pearly white grin, I reply, and do my best celebrity smile. Abby stares at me, and he's about 6'3". I'm about... Hey, well, I'm growing, alright? Anyways, it's young Captain Kickbutt. They're filming in Redhill. He wasn't 3 when he was a kid. Yeah. But Max, your name is not Spencer Daniels, Pip sighs with a smile. And Spencer Daniels is the cutest thing on 2 legs. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention him. So there's a slight complication in my plan to be cast as the young Captain Kickbutt. It's just a little thing. They've actually already cast a young Captain Kickbutt. It's the Spencer Daniels kid who was on some TV talent show, and the whole world decided was just it was adorable. The little punk didn't even win. He was beaten by a very flexible singing acrobat. I'm sure once I get into my audition, they'll realize that they've cast the wrong kid. Oh yeah, him, I say. I think he's my co-star. Max, you're auditioning to be an extra, Abby says. You're not the star of the movie. Shh, I tell her, pulling a piece of paper out of my pocket. I'm practicing my lines. You're not going to have any, Abby starts to say, but she gets interrupted by Tyson screaming like an excited goat. He's here! Sure enough, a car pulls up to the front of the studio, and out gets Spencer Daniels. Now, I won't admit this to the others, but I did do some Googling of this kid earlier. He's 11, just like me. He's regarded by most celebrity magazines as the cutest, so that's a little bit like me. And he also seems to be good at practically everything. So bingo! The cutest gets out of black limousine, followed by an enormous muscly guy who must be his bodyguard. Spencer's mum climbs out next, carrying a small mountain of shopping bags. Mrs. Daniels is also quite famous after crying like crazy on the TV talent show when her son sang an Italian opera. Everyone remembers because she was wearing a t-shirt that said, "Spencer is a little god." Oh wow, Pip gasps. It's really him. He's just so delicious. Ew, weird, I say. Pip's a cannibal. Who knew? Now, where was I? I am Captain Kickbutt, and I'm going to kick your butt. I'm Captain Kickbutt, and I'm going to kick your butt. Psst, Max, Abby whispers. I hate to break it to you, but you're not going to be Captain Kickbutt. He is. You think I can't handle a little competition from Spencer Daniels? Once they see that I can act as well as Mr. Toothy Cutie Face over there, then maybe they'll get me to do some really cool stuff in the movie. Plus, I'm funny. Spencer Daniels is not funny. Oh, Abby grins. So it's like Funnykid versus Famous Kid. Funny always wins. I don't even know why you like this character. Anyway, he's such a boofhead. Have you ever read my Haley Plum books? You should read my Haley Plum books. They're so much better. I realize Abby is holding one in her hand. Ooh, they sound interesting, Hugo says. Can I borrow one? No, Hugo. Why would you read about Haley Fruity Face when there are so many Captain Kickbutt comics to read? In the new one that comes out next Thursday, he's going to fight Emperor Popsicle with a breadstick soaked in liquid nitrogen. I That is so dumb, Abby says, rolling her eyes. That's what I love about Haley Plum Mysteries. She uses detective reasoning and supervisor observant skills to solve crimes. She's super clever. I do an enormous fake yawn, which makes me really yawn, which makes the first yawn look very obviously fake. I hate it when that happens. Oh, I'm sorry. I say, I fell asleep. What were you saying? Abby Purcell glares at me. That's when someone calls, Max Wilbert? Has anyone seen Max Wilbert? If you guys liked that story, if you liked this chapter and you would like to hear more, just hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.